All right, so we're gonna test the Titan RF fabric, Faraday fabric. It's by Mission Darkness, and I just bought some of the cheaper, smaller size to test. I've got my EMF 390 meter here over the phone. You can see the readings right now. Obviously the phone's very active right now, sending some kind of signal out. Pretty high readings. All the apps, running in the background will cause it to do that. But we're gonna do the radiation test with the phone wrapped with the fabric, and then do the cell call test. All right, so first we're going to, you can see that it's turned on. I'm gonna wrap it just once, and then give it a little tuck, because you don't want the edges to be exposed when you're doing a test, because the radiation can leak in. And this is very rudimentary. I mean, the best way would be with tape and sewing the fabric or whatever. So let's use the tester and the meter and see what we got for radiation here. 1.6, 1.3, 2.088, 2.5. So that's with just one wrap. That's not nesting. The other bags I tested, I wrapped them 3 times and I still had levels like this. So let's wrap the phone up double and see what kind of readings we get. I'm gonna wrap it over, just tuck it in lightly. Like I said before, you'd want to do this a lot better, but this is just for a rudimentary quick test here. So there's 2 layers of the Faraday fabric by Mission Darkness, Titan RF. So let's see what the radiation or radio signals is picking up. Looks roughly the same to me, about 2 to 3. I did see a 5 pop up there once. Hopefully it's not my phone that's interfering with the levels. But again, it depends on if the cell phone inside is sending out some sort of signal. Wrapped it again, and there's a 6.5, 7. So the phone's probably, there's an 11. It's probably sending out some kind of activity via an app. But the big test for me is when I call the phone to see if it picks up. A really weird ringtone. He's gonna try and so you can see the signal's coming through. Wrapped it now, so there's 2 layers of the fabric, and we're gonna try the cell phone call test again. Go ahead. You calling it? Yeah. All right, that's it. So 2 layers of the Titan fabric are effective at stopping the signal from coming into the phone. I'll just unwrap this and show you. There it is. And so 2 layers of this versus paying for 3 of those bags. This actually blocks the signal on the cell phone. So if you've watched this video and you've got some comments as far as the testing, I realize that this is not, a completely scientific test, where you can find some other videos on YouTube where guys that are doctorate level, engineers will do a test. They'll actually produce different signals with different decibel levels, with different frequencies. So this is just a rough, quick test that tells me, what's blocking the best. And so I realize that this is not 100%, certified testing or anything, but I do have a meter, and the Titan Faraday fabric did block it. I've got no affiliation with them. I just bought them on Amazon to try it out for me, because I'm planning on wrapping a generator with this stuff. I was going to use the Faraday Defense bags to wrap a laptop and some other miscellaneous items, but due to the performance difference is I'm going to return these, and I'm sorry if any of you are, lean toward Faraday Defense. I'm sure that, they have a disclaimer in there about nesting, and it doesn't block all signals, etc., etc. But when it comes down to it, in my personal observation, you've got these static electricity blocking bags that have been around for decades, for computer equipment. And then you've got the fabric over here that actually has somewhat of a metal weave in it that I can feel. That's just my opinion, and the testing that I did, just my basic impression is that I'm going to go with the fabric, and if I have to make bags, I'll sew my own and I'll tape them up, and that's what I'm going to do. Anyway, thanks for watching. If any of this stuff looks interesting to you, I have links to Amazon in the bottom, and they're approximately roughly the same cost between the bags and the fabric. And then the meter, I will also have a link in there at the comments section for if you wanted to order one of the meters, you can.